Battlefield 6, a highly awaited game, promises a return to normality after the strange twists and turns of previous releases. Has it succeeded? Will it revive memories, feelings and the joy of playing as it once was? I'll answer these questions in a moment. I'm Uncle Bob and I invite you to my review of the multiplayer mode. I've been playing Battlefield since the very first Battlefield 1942, and oh, it was good back then. I won't lie, I was waiting for this game as a return to the roots and hoped to reignite the fire of enthusiasm for the game that I once had. And you know what? It succeeded completely. This review will actually be a list of everything that's awesome about this title, with one tiny exception. I start with the graphics and optimization. I've never seen a production with such polished graphics. Man, what is in there? We have razor sharp textures, explosions, shockwaves are so well done that I sometimes had the reflex to duck. The effects are so polished. The gameplay is super smooth. The folks at EA really put into effort this time and optimized the game perfectly. The models of vehicles, soldiers, buildings, trash cans, everything are packed with details. It's one of the most detailed rendering I've ever seen. The sound design is perfect. Gunshots, explosions, and soldiers shouting "Medic!" Bullets fly overhead, the sound of headshots is satisfying, and the machines purr like cats. The only thing missing for me was an audio option that would allow the factions to speak their own languages. This was the case, for example, in Bad Company 2, where we heard both English and Russian voices. It's a shame that this isn't here. And now for the toys we use to spread death and destruction. We start with 7 basic weapons, and we unlock more by gaining levels and completing tasks. In total, there are 41 weapons available in the game at launch, including sniper rifles, SMGs, shotguns and rifles, not counting pistols, rocket launchers and other gadgets. Not bad, and let's add the fact that we can modify each weapon, change the muzzle brake, sight or add a grip. You can also customize vehicles, although there aren't as many options here, but it's a nice addition. The minor flaw I mentioned at the beginning is related to the equipment, the items that can be unlocked. I find that everything here is not very intuitive or clear. There are options within options. One menu, then another and another. At the very beginning I was very confused. Of course, after spending a few hours playing this game, everything starts to fall into place, and I know where everything is. But I get the impression that it used to be more cleverly designed. In a word, damn, it used to be better. Or maybe I'm just getting old and need a moment to figure out the basics. Oh, I don't recommend getting old. Maps have always been the core of fun in Battlefield games. It's like a sandbox where everyone brings their favorite toys and fights for territory. I am a fan of all-out warfare mode, where the action is everywhere, including the use of heavy equipment. Unfortunately, I feel that some maps are a little smaller and narrower, which makes the front line more condensed. But there are also some widespread areas, so everyone will find a place that will become their favorite. The most important thing is that these are not claustrophobic maps, which is a relief, because I was worried until the very end that the developers would mess something up, but it's awesome. There is dust and smoke everywhere, the action is non-stop, we run from point to point, and the pressure flowing from the screen is overwhelming. While playing, I feel like I have one more turn, one more run. Is the map over? Then I quickly see what I've unlocked, modify my rifle, and run to the next map. I haven't had this much fun in a shooter in a long time. It reminded me of days when my friends and I would stay up late and play round after round. This game brought it all back. I felt like I was 10 or 15 years younger. I like it. I haven't even touched the campaign mode, so I can't comment on that, but I know it's not bad and the story takes about 4 to 5 hours to complete. I'm only rating the multiplayer mode, and I give it a 5 out of 5. There is no better FPS that has everything. large maps, lots of equipment to modify, great graphics with effects, and awesome sound. Battlefield 6 is top-notch when it comes to games, and it rules the FPS category. It was hard for me to pull myself away from the game to record something about it, so I am rushing back to the Battlefield and I invite you to join me. So, see you next time, bye!